Thank you to Thomas Morira for these 3 suggestions. Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and I'm back with another preview and prediction video. Today I'll be doing a prediction on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Last season, Minnesota went 9-4, 6-3 in the Big Ten with losses to Ohio State, Bowling Green, Illinois, and Iowa. Minnesota, honestly, before I looked at their schedule from last year, I honestly thought that they did a lot worse than they did. They had some closer games than I thought that they did. Like Wisconsin, they beat them by 10. Indiana, they blew them out. They blew Northwestern out. They blew Maryland out. They beat Nebraska by 7, Purdue by 7. And they only beat Miami of Ohio by 5. So, I mean, Minnesota surprised me. So, let's look at who they got. See why it surprised me. Well, they get back redshirt senior Tanner Morgan for another season. He is a good quarterback. I'll give him that. They also get back from injuries Mohamed Ibrahim. Now, the one thing we got to worry about with him is if he's going to be as good as he was before his injury. He was a amazing running back before his injury. And if he is the same, then they're going to win some games. But if not, well, it's not going to go good. And then wide receiver, you got Chris Ottman-Bell. He's a good receiver. He stepped up after Rashad Bateman left and Tyler Johnson left. So, they should be good. Their offensive line's pretty veteran. They got 2 graduate transfers. I believe one's from Michigan and then one's from Notre Dame. So that's good. The question here is how are they going to fit in? How are they going to help the offense? Are they going to be very much helpful, or are they going to kind of be dead weight on the offensive line? Their youngest player on the offensive line is a redshirt sophomore, Ursary. So, they have a pretty veteran offensive line. Defensively, they got a graduate transfer, Darnell Jeffries from Clemson. He should be good, just from how Dabo kind of recruits and everything. They have Thomas Rush, redshirt senior, Trill Carter, redshirt junior, Jai Joyner, redshirt sophomore in the D-line, Braylon Oliver, redshirt senior, Myron, redshirt senior, Justin Wally, sophomore in the secondary, Tyler Newbin, Jordan Howden, redshirt senior, and then 2 other transfers in the secondary. So they should be comparable, but we will see. Let's look at their recruiting. Recruiting, not that good for Minnesota. Let's see here. Actually, pretty good, honestly, for where they're at. They're 41st, and they have the 49th this year, 38th last year, 38th in 2020, 45th in 2019, and 38th in 2018. The one thing with PJ Fleck, I love him as a head coach. He's a great head coach. He can develop talent very well with the little talent that he gets. I'll give him that. So, with that developed talent, let's see how they'll do this year. Week 1, they played New Mexico State and Western Illinois. Week 2, they should win both those games. Week 3, they host Colorado. Colorado's going to be one of the worst teams in the Power 5 this year. They get a win, so that's 3-0. Then they're on the road at Michigan State. This is where I think they get their first loss. Michigan State, under Mel Tucker, has been on the up and up lately, especially defensively. So I think that Michigan State gets the win, and you're to 3-1. Then you host Purdue, and I think you get a win. I think you beat Purdue. Early in the season, Purdue's not able to get their offense rolling as well, so I think you get the win, and you go to 4-1. Then you have your bye week before you go to Illinois. This is going to be Illinois is one of the worst teams in the Power 5, just like Colorado. You're going to get the win. So that's 5-1. Then you're at Penn State. I think you suffer your second loss here. Penn State, they should be better than they were last year after losing Sean Clifford middle of the season. I think you lose at Penn State to drop to 5-2. Then you have Rutgers. Rutgers is going to be a very sneaky team this year. Greg Schiano is a great head coach, and I think they sneak up on you. I think they give you another loss to make it 5-3. Yeah, 5-3. Then you're on the road to Nebraska. I think the losing streak continues. Nebraska, actually, oh, never mind. No. I think you beat Nebraska. I'm sorry. I think you fix that losing streak by beating at this point, top team. Probably has the lead in the Big Ten West at this point, and you grab a win off of them. So you're 6-2? 6-3? Yeah, 6-3. And you host Northwestern. And I think you get the win. Northwestern's a good team, but like I said with the Penn State video, they're a great team when they have a bunch of seniors and a lot of veteran talent. They're not going to have that this year, and I think you get the win at home. Then you have two tough games, one at home, one on the road. You have Iowa at home, and I think you lose to Iowa. Iowa's going to be a team to where their defense is very good. Their offense could improve as well. Spencer Petras is a pretty good game manager. If he can get in the right situation, I think he can get the win. And your defense, it's decent. However, it's not the defense of earlier ages of like 2019. So I think you lose here and drop to, and drop to 7-4. Then you're on the road at Wisconsin, and I think you drop that one too. I think by this point in the season, Wisconsin's going to have a few losses, but at this point, I think, what's his name? Paul Chris is going to have his guys rolling, trying to make a push to the Big Ten Championship, and I think that you lose on the road in Camp Randall to finish the season 7-5 for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. A little bit of a step back from last year. However, with a team like Minnesota, you're not getting constantly in great talent every year. And I think that that's hurting you, especially with the Big Ten West that's getting better with teams like Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, and other teams like that. So, yeah, 7-5 seems right. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Like I stated in the last video, I'm taking a little break for this weekend from making these videos. So if y'all would mind to wait till Sunday or Monday to comment what teams you would like me to do next. And as always, y'all have a great day, and go Dogs.